net number 1006 on the 14th of July. Man, time is flying by. This is N2BH, Bill and Palmyra, New York. I'll be doing the first hour along with Vicky, KE8VKY on log. And now we'll turn it over to Jeff, KE0GKF, along with Vicky to do the second hour. Let's see, just some quick announcements here. Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, TechNet. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, open mic night. Thursday at 10 a.m., 20 meter net, 14.317. Let's see, text line is open, 716-317-9050. That's for people who want to stick around and answer the question, which is, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? And we already have a list started. We'll acknowledge Roy, KA8BYU, Gil, K4GDS, Wayne, KC2NJV, Paul, KQ9KX, Ray, N3DQD, Jimmy, KD9YUZ, Michael, KE2EIO, Keith, W9QJQ, Norm, NY1US, Joe, KM4WZD, Vincent, KR4EMM, and Brad, KE8WNV. Time for some mobiles. Mobile stations only, call signs twice.
Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November. Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November, mobile. Kilo 4, Kilo Zulu
CJM,
KK4,
CJM, mobile.
B4, PPX, W4, PPX, mobile.
KE2, EED, KE2, EED, in and out.
Alright, we'll acknowledge Christopher, KE2EED, was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good Monday. We have Don, W4PPX, Charles, W2CJM, Mark, KK4KZZ, and Anders, KZ4JN. Any other mobiles? Mobiles only. ET, KE2GAT, in and out. W8NJT, Whiskey 8, November Juliet Tango. Okay, we'll acknowledge Chuck, KE2EAT, was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. And we have Nick, W8NJT. Let's go up the top of the mobiles here to Anders, KZ4JN. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking?
Good morning, everyone. It is fairly cold, but I'm sure it's really nice and warm today here in Florida. I have been canoeing a lot. I hope everyone has a great day and a great week. This is Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November. Back to you.
Oh, thank you, Anders. Hope you have a good day as well. And, yeah, we're starting out 74. I think we're going up to 90 again today. Have a good Monday. Mark, KK4KZZ.
Good morning, happy Monday. Yes, I have been canoeing and kayaking. I do own a kayak. Once in a while I actually get out and paddle away. It's been a little while, but I enjoyed it, and I hope everyone has a great Monday, and I'll send it back, KK4KZZ.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Hope you had a good day as well, and appreciate you checking in. Charles, W2CJM.
Everybody, Vicky, yes, I have been kayaking also. Have a great day. Thanks for doing the net.
Oh, thanks for being here, Charles, and hope you have a great day. Don, W4PPX.
Morning, Bill. Everybody on the Brew crew this morning. Put me down for canoeing. Younger years up and down the Susquehanna River. 7-3. Everybody have a good day.
Very good, Don. Yeah, I haven't been out in the canoe since Boy Scouts, I don't think. Have a good Monday. Nick, W8NJT.
Morning, everybody. It's been a while for me, probably 20 years since I've been on one. Me and my wife keep wanting to do a trip. We got plenty of places around here to do it, just not finding the time. W8NJT, back to net control.
Very good, Nick. Hope you have a good Monday, and appreciate you checking in with us. And we'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Gary, N8ZFH, Rick, N5GI, and Ricky, N2MEX. So let's go up top of the list here to Roy, KA8BYU. Good morning.
Bill, everybody on the Brew, KA8BYU. Yeah, I've gone canoeing and that a few times, and that the one time was really fun. We did communications for a canoe race, and I was one of the two ones who drew the straw and ended up in a canoe out on the river with the racers. My buddy wasn't so lucky. He dropped his radio overboard. Thank goodness we had spares. Back to you.
Very good, Roy. Memories. I remember at one of our Boy Scout campouts, we canoed back in, and it rained all night. We got up morning, had one canoe left. They had to go round them all up. Have a good day. Gil, K4GDS.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everyone on the Brew. Yes, I have. Ocean kayaking, river kayaking, canoeing. You haven't been canoeing until you've done it on the Wekiva River with our friendly Florida alligators. K4GDS, back to
that. Braver man than I am. Have a good day, Gil. Thanks for checking in. Wayne, KC2NJV.
Morning, Bill, and the rest of the crew, KC2NJV. I've done a lot of canoeing, and we did kayaking down the Colorado, which is a story that's hysterical, but not for everyone. So the answer is yes. Have a great day.
Thank you, Wayne. Must have been fun, and hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking in with us. Paul, KQ9KX.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I grew up along the Chippewa River, and I did a lot of fishing from my canoe, KQ9KX.
Very good. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for checking in. Ray, N3DQD, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew in there this morning. Yes, I have done canoeing on a lake and on a creek. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Very good, Ray. Hope you have a good Monday, and thanks for being here. Jimmy, KD9YUZ, good morning.
Everybody out there on the net. Yes, I've been canoeing one time. Didn't think much of it. Canoes are just too chippy for my liking, and I'm not a very good swimmer, so I tend to use any other kind of real boat when I go out on the water. Have a great day. KD9YUZ, back to net.
Very good, Jimmy. Hope you have a good day as well, and thanks for being here. Michael, KE2EIO, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody. I've been canoeing since I was a kid with my dad. Now I own kayaks, and we kayaked the Upper Genesee River numerous times. I belong to a group that does it. This is KE2EIO 73. Everybody, and have a good day, and thank you. Back to that.
Yeah, very nice. That sounds like a good time. Hope you have a good Monday. Appreciate you being here. Keith, W9QJQ.
Good morning, Bill, and everybody here on the net. Yep, I was in the Boy Scouts at one time. I had a lot of canoeing. So, yes, I have been canoeing. Not kayaking, but canoeing. I did a lot of that back in my younger days. Back to that control.
Yeah, very good, Keith. Hope you have a good Monday and appreciate you checking in. This is N2BH. Let's go to Norm, NY1US. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everybody on the Brew crew, and a special good morning to Brad down the line there. He's from the DMR TechNet on Monday night, so very good. Anyway, I have never been kayaking, but that didn't stop me from getting in trouble in the creek by my house. Yeah, that's another. So, everybody have a good day. Take care. NY1US.
Oh, thank you, Norm. Hope you have a good Monday and appreciate being here every day. Joe, KM4WZD.
Well, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning to the crew. Yes, many times I have been in the kayak and in the canoe. 5 years as Scoutmaster, so a lot of involvement with the Scouts. And then in civilian life, we actually have 3 canoes. One for me, one for the Princess, and one that's a 2-place that the both of us can get in the same time, or more often than not, one of us will take Abby the adventure dog along with. Everybody take care. 7-3's happy Monday. Hope you have a great week. It's KM4 WZD. Back to net.
Yeah, very good, Joe. Sounds like you have it all covered, and hope you have a good week as well. Vincent, KR4EMM.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everyone on the crew. Yes, I have been ocean kayaking, and once I did kayak with my wife on the Loxahatchee River in Florida. Never again, but anyway, back to the net. Everybody have a great time, great day. Yeah, bye-bye.
I've been watching some of the Shark Week shows, and I don't know if I'd be in the ocean with a kayak, but have a great day. Thanks for being here. Brad, KE8WNZ.
Good morning. Thanks for taking the check-in, and thanks for running the net this morning. I have been both canoeing and kayaking. Grew up in southwest Missouri. Spent most of the summer either camping, so canoeing went along with that when we were camping, and many times I've been camping or kayaking and canoeing. So put me down for both. This is Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey November Victor.
Yeah, very good, Brad. Thanks for checking in, and hope you have a great day. Let's go to Gary, N8ZFH.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and the Brew crew. And for me, it's been both. Most recently, it's been kayak mostly. Please check me in and out. I'll continue to listen. Happy Monday to all. N8ZFH. Back to that.
Oh, thank you, Gary. Hope you have a good Monday as well, and appreciate you being here. Rick, N5GI. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and the rest of the Brew crew. It's a wonderful, beautiful Monday morning here in the villages. Just out for a walk with the dog. And Bill, like you, I remember doing the canoeing when I was in Boy Scouts, but I don't think I've done it since. And I've never been in a kayak. So there you have it. Hope everybody has a great week this week, and we'll turn it back to net control. It's N5GI.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Yeah, I've never been in a kayak either. One of the things I got to try. Hope you have a great week as well. Ricky, N2MEX, good morning. N2MEX, Ricky, you with us? Yeah, nothing heard. Maybe he's getting another cup of coffee or something. We'll try him again in a few minutes. We'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Chuck, W3CVE, Dale, N2LWY, Ale, K8BAC, and we just had Randy, W2RBC, pop in. Time for some general check-ins. Call signs twice.
Kilo Quebec 4, Alpha Yankee Hotel. Kilo Quebec 4, Alpha Yankee Hotel, Gary, Fort Lauderdale.
W5, 65, Delta Bravo, Sierra.
Victor Lima
4, Hotel Kilo Lima.
November 2,
Hotel Kilo
Victor
Lima.
Lima Kilo Mobile.
Kilo Charlie 1, Juliet Papa Delta, in and out. Good morning.
Bravo, Kilo Sierra, Bravo, November 4, Bravo, Sierra,
3, Lima,
Bravo,
Alpha, Victor. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. Radio X-ray.
All right, let's hold up there. We'll acknowledge this list. Let's see. We have Gary, KQ4AYH, David, W5DPS, Charlie, NA2B via the text line, Jeff in the mobile, N2VLK, Steve, W4HKL, Jeffrey, KC1JPD, Mike, KC3LAV, Roger, N4RHE, Rich, WB2ERX, Bernie, AA8WI, and Adam, W9AFK via the text lines. Anybody we missed, call signs twice. KK7.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Golf Oscar, Chris, Mobile.
November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike, Foxtrot. November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike, Romeo Foxtrot. Alright, well hold up there. We got a pretty good list. We have Clark, KK7DY, Chris in the mobile, KF8EGO, W5KAL, Ken in the mobile, N4 RSM Richard, and Vern, VA3CRF. Let's go up to the mobiles here. Jeff, N2VLK. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking?
Howdy. I hope you all have a good day today. The answer to the question is yes, I have been canoeing, but that was many, many years ago, my younger days. Never been in a kayak. And with that, I'll turn it back to you and say thank you for what you guys do. This is N2VLK, Mobile.
Thank you for being here, Jeff, and hope you have a great day. Chris, KF8EGO, good morning.
Good morning. It's Chris, KFA EGO. Yes, I've been kayaking and canoeing. I actually just did a trip on the Ausable River in the middle of Michigan with the kids and floated down for a couple hours. It was a really nice time. You guys, and back to the net.
Oh, very good, Chris. Hope you have a good day. I appreciate you being here. Ken, W5KAL. Good morning.
Enjoy the day. W5KAL. Back to net.
Yeah, very good, Ken. First part was a little rough, but we got it all, and hope you have a good day as well. Appreciate you being here. Vern, VA3CRF. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Vicki and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up out for a walk. It is already 72. Today it's quite smoky, quite noticeable in the visually and also in terms of taste. Anyway, in terms of the question of the day, kayaking, canoeing, done both. Very Canadian thing to do. Hope everyone has a nice day and a great upcoming week. Take care. VA3 CRF. Thanks for doing it, Bill. 73.
Oh, thank you for being here every day, and hope you have a good day. And yeah, we're in the mid-70s already. I think we're going up 90, and I'm sure that smoke will drift down this way. Have a good day. Thank you for being here. Let's go back to the top of the list here to M2MEX. Ricky, you with us? Yeah, we'll put them in and out. Let's go to Chuck, W3CVE. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everybody on the net there. Put me down for kayaks. Got a couple of them. A lot of fun. So back to you there, Bill. Have a great day. W3CVE.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. Hope you have a good day as well, and appreciate you checking in. This is N2BH. Let's go to N2LWY. Dale, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki, and everybody else on the Brew Crew net. Yes, my younger days, my dad, myself, and my sister would go canoeing up in Algonquin, Providence, park up there in Ontario every summer for about 6 or 7 years. I have fond memories, and yes, we also have done kayaking. Just actually sold it about a month ago and weren't using it very much. But I wish everybody a great day and have a cool one out there if you can. It is a little bit warm here. 2LWY. Good day.
Very good, Dale. Hope you have a good day as well. And yeah, that brings back some memories. As a kid, we used to go up to Ontario Provincial Park. Some friends of ours had a summer place on, I believe it was Barry's Bay. Al, one of our team members, one of our hosts, K8BAC. Good morning.
Hey, morning, Bill, Vicki, everybody on the Brew Crew. Happy Monday. Putting me down for both, and I'd really like to get my kayak back out if I can get this shoulder rehabbed and ready to go again. Everybody have a great Monday, and catch you back here tomorrow. KBAC, back to you, Bill.
Yeah, very good, Al. Haven't you talked them into making that part of your therapy? Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Randy, W2RBC, one of our team members. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everyone on the Morning Brew. I have two wilderness systems sitting kayaks. One has room for myself and my dog.
I often kayak on the Niagara River and Lake Erie. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Very nice. Always nice when you can take the pets with you and they enjoy it. Have a great day. We'll talk to you a little later. Gary, KQ4AYH.
Good morning, everybody on the morning brew. Sorry, I'm just having my morning brew. Anyways, yes, I have. When I was a Boy Scout, we went in Florida, all the way up Peace River. And I remember it vividly because we had a water moccasin and a rattlesnake hop in the canoe and join the ride. Q4AYH, back to net control.
Oh, I think things like that are the reason I still live up north here. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in. David, W5DBS.
Never been in a kayak, but I did get to be a Red Cross canoe instructor as my CE requirement my freshman year of college in Jackson, Mississippi in 1961. This is W5DBS.
Yeah, very good, David. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for checking in with us. Listen to BH. The question of the day is, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? Good morning to Charlie and Bertie.
Hi, good morning, Bill. Vicky and everybody on the net from 39, Tampa Bay this morning. God, it's 83 degrees already. Expecting a little rain this afternoon, so we'll get a bit of natural air conditioning. Response to the question, Bill, yes, I've done both. Bertie and I have done kayaking and canoeing. I got to tell you what, after hearing the story about the water moccasin getting in the canoe, I'm glad I didn't pursue it very long. HI. Have a good day. Thanks for and A to be back to that.
Yeah, that would make you walk on water. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in with us. Steve, W4HKL. Good morning. W4HKL. Steve, you with us?
Hey, good morning. Just listening to the brew here. I haven't checked in forever, and to prove it, I missed the question, but I did hear you make a call for check-ins there, so I thought I'd do that. So I think it had something to do with the outdoors, and that's about all I can make out of it. So anyway, you'll have to put me down as a big fail on my answer to the question this morning. But anyway, have a good one, W4HKL.
Oh, you checked in with us, so you never fail the morning test here. The question is, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking?
Actually, no, I haven't, but I used to be a lifeguard back in college, and they made us learn how to get in a canoe that had been tipped over. And I think it was one of the funniest, well, depending on how you look at it, one of the funniest things I've watched. We were in a big Olympic-sized pool, and it was extremely difficult to maneuver with a canoe without even falling out before you were supposed to. So, no, but, a kayak I haven't tried, but maybe they're a little bit easier. Anyway, back to net, W4HKL.
Very good, Steve. Appreciate you being here, and do it more often. Jeffrey, KC1JPD, good morning.
Good morning to everyone on the brew. The answer to the question, you can put me down for yes for both of those. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. KC1JPD, back to net.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Hope you have a good day as well, and appreciate you being here. Mike, KC3LAV, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everyone on the crew this morning. This is 63LAV, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Beautiful morning here, overcast and refreshing, sitting on the deck. It's probably been over 35 years since we were canoeing. Thank you for the memories, and hope everyone has a wonderful day. 73 all, KC3LAV, back to net control.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Appreciate you being here, and hope you have a good Monday. Roger, N4RHE, good morning.
NTBH, good morning, Bill and clever cousin Vicky. Sound good? November 4, Romeo Teleco. Yes, I have a bright red 8-foot Old Town canoe. Lots of fun. Happy Bastille Day. November 4, Roger, ham enthusiast.
Very good, Roger. Hope you have a good day and appreciate you always being here. Rich, WB2ERX.
Bill and Vicky and the crew. Yes, the answer is yes. We've done both. The canoe, we've done some whitewatering in many years ago. Had a good time. Back to net. WB2ERX is clear.
Yeah, very good, Rich. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you checking in. Bernie, AA8WI.
To everyone on the Brew crew. I'm glad to be here this morning. And in answer to the question, I have been canoeing, but not kayaking. But these days, my favorite water vessel has like Royal Caribbean or Carnival or something like that painted on the side. So that's more fun on the water for me. So I will turn it back to you and wish everyone 7-3. Hope everybody has a great day. AA8WI.
Yeah, very good, Bernie. That's something I haven't tried yet. Never been on a cruise. Might have to check into that. Have a great day. Adam, W9AFK, good morning.
Great Monday. The answer is yes to both canoeing and kayaking. Good morning, everyone. The answer is yes. Been canoeing and kayaking. Many trips up in northern Wisconsin, 5-day, 7-day, 3-day canoe trips. A lot of fun, a lot of great memories. Back to you, Ned.
Oh, very nice. That sounds like a lot of fun, and thanks for being here. Hope you have a great day. Clark, KK7DY.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. Yes, canoeing in the Boy Scouts and canoeing on the Amazon. Back to net control, KK7DY.
Oh, that must have been quite a trip. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Richard, N4RSM.
Richard in Sumter, South Carolina. Beautiful day. I have not kayaked or canoed, but I have done some whitewater rafting on the Nantahala. I hope everyone has a great week. Thank you for running the net.
Oh, very good, Richard. Thanks for being here, and hope you have a great day. Oh, we'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Scott, W2BLT, Mark, N0CKV, Jeff, KE8SMN, Stephen, 82KP, Mike, N8HLN, James, AA5JW, and Tim, VE3TCS. Let's take the most handsome host on the net here, Scott, W2BLT. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Front porch portable this morning. It's a beautiful day. Canoeing,
Yeah, about 40 years ago. Kayaking, no. Everybody have a great day. This is W2BLT. Yeah, very good, Scott. Enjoy the front porch there. Mark, N0CKV.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew crew. The answer to the question is neither. N0CKV back to net.
Very good, Mark. Hope you have a great day. Appreciate you being here. Jeff, KE8SMN.
Good morning, Bill. Thank you, everyone on the Brew. This is KE8SMN. Put me down yes for both canoeing and kayaking. KE8SMN back to net.
Both it is. Have a good day, Jeff. Appreciate you being here. Steven, 82KP. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking?
Morning, Brew crew. No, unfortunately I haven't done either. Been on a lot of other watercraft. I lived on the water most of my trip. No canoeing or kayaking. This is 82KP. Hope everyone has a great day and back to net control.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. Hope you have a good day as well and appreciate you being here. Mike, NAHLN. Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. We're coming to you again from beautiful Oscoda, Michigan, where the Osable River terminates and exits into Lake Huron, which the wife and I both have canoed and kayaked the Osable many times. We both prefer the kayaks because they're more maneuverable, but there you go. 73 of the group from NAHLN. Very good, Mike. Sounds like a nice area, and thanks for being here. I hope you have a good Monday. James, AA5JW, good morning. Well, good morning, Vicky. Thank y'all for running the net this morning, and good morning to everybody on the Brew crew. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. James in Spring Mobile into Houston for work today. Beautiful sunrise over Houston, although I think we're supposed to get some rain today, but I guess we'll see what happens. To the question at hand, I have been both kayaking and canoeing. Now that I'm a little older, I prefer kayaking more than canoeing because when you're kayaking, you don't have to worry about having somebody in the front of the boat paddling the wrong direction and making the canoe bounce round and round. I learned that trick from my brothers. So kayaking all the way because you have a lot more control. With that, I'll say 7-3, hand it back to net. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be monitored. Very good, James. I hear you there. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Tim, VE3TCS, good morning.
VE3TCS Mobile here. Kayaking, BC, before children, Kensington Metro Park. Canoeing, the last time I went canoeing was AD after divorce in Florida on the Manatee River. Back to net.
Very good, Tim. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for checking in with us. Anna, KD3AJN, good morning.
The crew in there this morning. I have never been kayaking, but I've been canoeing. Everybody say K83AJN.
Very good, Anna. Hope you have a good day as well, and appreciate you checking in. Doug, W5VEO. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to all on the Brew crew there, and I know I've been canoeing, and 50-50 think I've been kayaking, but it's been so long, the memory's a little foggy there. Well, everybody have a great week and a good Monday there, and looks like we're going to be kind of lower than normal for our temperatures this week, low 90s, upper 80s, so we'll take it. W5VEO, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Doug. Yeah, we're a little above here, I think, and might drop down lower 80s the end of the week. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Bill, W8WHK, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. W8WHK in Southwest Florida. 77 degrees, by the way, but it's cloudy. I can definitely say I've never kayaked. I never kayaked. And canoeing, I really can't remember the last time I was on a canoe, if I ever was. And I don't know, something about a boat that's very hard to keep from flipping over. I didn't want to do that, but I have had boats though. I had nice flat bottom John boat for fishing. That was a heck of a lot of fun, especially with a little 5 horsepower outboard motor on it. That was a blast. Just take my wife out there and she would tell me stop going so fast. Okay, I'll turn it back to you. This is W8WHK 73s, everyone. Have a great week.
Oh, thank you, Bill. Hope you have a good week as well, and appreciate you being here. This is N2BH at the bottom of this list. Just a couple quick announcements. Tuesday, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, TechNet. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, open mic night. Thursday morning, 10 a.m., 20 meter on 14.317. The question of the day is, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? Text line is open, 716-317-9050. Time for some new check-ins. Call signs twice.
Kilo 9 Delta Quebec Mobile. Kilo 9 Delta Quebec Mobile. Kilo Charlie 5 Charlie Zulu X-ray KC5CZX. Just now getting home. In and out, please.
Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Bravo Mike Kilo 4 SPM. In and out. Good morning.
W7OMH Mobile. In and out. Good morning.
Kilo 4 Delta India Yankee. Kilo 4 Delta India Yankee. Echo 2 Charlie Golf KE2 CCC. In and out, please. Thank you. November 9 Echo Hotel Tango and 9 HT. Good morning. In and out.
KE2 George Alpha Tango. KE2 George Alpha Tango. In and out.
Kilo November 4 Tango Bravo KN4 TTD. In and out this morning.
KJ5 LJJ.
let's hold up there for a minute. Acknowledge this list. We have Ale, K9DQ in the mobile. Daryl, KC5CZX was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. Jose, KO4FBM. Mike, W7OMH in the mobile was in and out. Hope you have a good day. Eugene, KK4DIY. Mitchell, KE2CCG was in and out. Bob, K2TV. Doug, N90HT. Walter, KE2GAT. Gregory, KJ5LJJ. Steve, KN4TTB. And Mark, KE2EDS via the text line. Do we have any digital stations, digital or Echolink?
November Whiskey 3 United NW3U.
Okay, we got David, NW3U. Let's go up to our mobile, AL, K9DQ. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? Good morning.
Good morning, everybody from Michigan. 68 degrees and sun change. I think we're going to be in the 80s today. To answer the question, no, neither. Even though I've been involved in lots of water sports, but that's motorboating, sailing, pedal boating, you name it. But I do have a question of the day here. Who comes up with those questions and how? I do find them very interesting, very intriguing every morning. Back to net control.
Very good, Al. Sometimes we use questions that the listeners submit to us. You can go to the website and submit questions. Most of the time, a few minutes before the net starts, we're sitting here and racking our brains, and whatever pops in our mind, we try. Some go over well and some don't. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Jose, KO4FBM, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the morning Brew. I was here now, but it's okay. I dumped both of them. For the rest of the day, a lot of work Monday morning. Back to you, sir. 73.
Very good, Jose. We had a little pile up there. Heard a couple in and outs, and thank you for coming back to us. Hope you have a great Monday. Eugene, KK4DIY, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. KK4DIY, Gene in Homosassa, Florida. And the answer is yes to canoeing many, many times, especially when I was younger, and no to kayaking. Although kayaking is big here in Florida, we just have not tried it yet. Thanks a lot, KK4DIY.
Very good, Eugene. Hope you have a great Monday, and thanks for checking in. Bob, K2TV, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning to Vicky and the crew. I have to say no to both kayaking and canoeing, but I used to do a fair amount of rowboating, which is great exercise too. Anyway, that's it. Everybody have a great day. This is K2TV.
Well, thank you, Bob. Hope you enjoy your day and appreciate you being here. Doug, N9EHT, good morning. N9EHT, Doug, you with us?
However, I have done some submarine duty with the Navy. And back to that, all right, I will give the net back to you and tell everybody have a great day. KE2GAT.
Very good, Walter. Sorry we missed that, but thank you for coming back to us, and hope you have a good Monday. Gregory, KJ5LJJ.
Hey, good morning, crew. I would have to say negative. I hadn't participated in either one of those sports. Other than that, I hope the crew have a fine day. Be Gregory, KJ5LJJ, broadcasting out of Slidell, Louisiana. I'm back quiet.
Well, thank you, Gregory. Hope you have a good day as well, and thanks for being here. Steve, KN4GTB. KN4GTB, Steve. Yeah, we'll put them down as in and out. Let's go to March. Part of the open mic night, KE2EDS.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki and the rest of the crew. As far as canoeing and kayaking, it's a yes here. I was in Scoutmaster for 6 years, did a lot of it. Have a great day. Happy Monday. KE2EDS.
Very good, Mark. Hope you have a good day, and well, we'll talk to you shortly. David, NW3U, good morning.
Good morning, everybody out there this morning, coming here from Bakersfield, Virginia this morning. Up there visiting my brother for a week or so. I answered the question today, but we've never been in a kayak or a canoe. And I will be either. Water is good for a few things, especially starting fires. Take you guys tomorrow.
I think we got that, David. You're very hot. You're quite a bit distorted there. Have a great day, and thanks for checking in. That's the bottom of this list. This is N2PH. A few minutes left. We'll start a new list. What I can't get, we'll turn over to Jeff. New stations, call signs twice.
4 EKC, KR4 EKC.
KU.
KD2, YUY, Kilo Delta 2, Yankee, Uniform, Yankee. N8GHY, N8GHY.
Kilo 4 Echo. Kilo 4 Delta Foxtrot Tango. Kilo 4 Delta Foxtrot Tango.
Echo 2 Delta Kilo Uniform.
Foxtrot 8, Delta, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Detroit, Rock City.
November 2, India, Sierra, Kilo. November 2, India, Sierra, Kilo.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Foxtrot. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Foxtrot, in and out.
Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, KB8, PLV, Chris, in and out.
right, let's hold up there. Acknowledge this list. We have one correction to make, I believe. We had Chris, KB8, PLV, and Dean, KF8, GTF. We're both in and out. Thanks for stopping by. We have Bob, N2ISK, Ariel, W4RHC, Jack, KF8, DRC. We had a station with a DKU. Could you give us your call sign?
DKU.
Now you're cutting the first part off. We got 2.
Kilo Echo 2 Delta Kilo Uniform.
Okay, Clifford, we got you. We'll get back to you shortly here. We have Jason in Mobile, K4DFT, Thomas, N8GHY, Charles in Mobile, KD2YUI, and Bill, KR4CKC. Let's go to Charles in Syracuse. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking?
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everybody listening out of the Brew. Answer is yes, and I am not in Syracuse today. We're on the road. We're camping, and in fact, I'm planning on either today or tomorrow breaking in 2 brand new inflatable kayaks. Gonna get into the water today or tomorrow. 73 all back to net control, KD2 YUI.
Very good, Charles. Enjoy your camping trip, and thanks for checking in. Jason, K4DFT.
Yes, I quit kayaking. This was many years ago down in the Keys. Great experience. K4DFT, I hope everybody has a marvelous Monday, 73.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Hope you have a good day as well. Bill, KR4CKC. Good morning.
Good morning, and the rest of the Brew. Yes, I've done both kayak and canoe. My last kayak trip was down the Hillsborough River in Tampa, where the gators like to swim right along with you as you're paddling. KR4CKC, you'll have a good day.
Oh, thank you, Bill. Hope you have a good day as well, and appreciate you checking in. Thomas, N8GHY. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a new week. To answer the question, while I've done a lot of boating, I've only been on a kayak once. So 73s, everybody have a great week. This is N8GHY.
Very good, Thomas. Looks like you're new to our system. Welcome, and you should get a welcome letter from us. And if you go to the eastcoastreflector.com, that's a website, and you'll see what we're all about. KE2DKU, Clifford, looks like you're new to the system as well. Good morning.
Kayaks on the Never St. Reservoir.
Very good, Clifford. Hope you have a good day, and hope you become a regular. Probably last for me today. Let's take Jack, KF8, DRC. Good morning.
Everyone. Yeah, I've been one time canoeing on Lake Michigan, way up north, and so that was it for me. KF8, Detroit, Rock City.
Very good, Jack. Hope you have a great day, and appreciate you being here. And just a couple of announcements. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock is a tech nut. And Wednesday night, 8 o'clock is the open mic night. This N2BH, like to thank everybody for checking in with me this morning. And hope you have a good day. And we'll turn it over to Jeff, KE0GKF, along with Vicky, KE8VKY. thank you, Bill. Great first hour. Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff, KE0GKF. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. We're at 65 degrees this morning. We're heading for mid-90s today. Another sunny, hot one here in the middle of the country. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. Well, continue with the list. Let's keep things moving. Let's go to W4RHC, Ariel in Alachua, Florida. Good morning, Ariel. And in review, the question is, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? Over to you, Ariel.
Before Romeo Search Charlie, in the mobile, leaving Alachua at the moment, headed to Gainesville for service calls. But yeah, in both, for sure. I live very close to the Santa Fe River here in Alachua on famous Genie Spring Park. So I've done both of those activities, and of course I had a boat for almost 20 years in the process of finding another boat. We don't do a local fishing club as well. So I'm a water boy, what can I say? I just forced to work, unfortunately. We like to be on the water right now. Good morning to all from W4RHC, 73, Alachua Forest.
All right, Bob, have yourself a great morning. Yeah, I did a lot of motor boating myself, too. I did 20 years of it. I got tired of towing. Didn't live on the lake, so no more motor boating in my later years. Have a great day. Let's go to Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey, N2ISK.
Okay, good morning all. Good morning, Jeff. Crew, not so much boating, but I loved canoeing. As I grew up, I found out we went camping and things, and I absolutely loved canoeing. So, yeah, that was me. All right, everybody have a good day, and to ISK.
All right, Bob. Thanks for checking in with us this morning. We appreciate it. Let's go to the bottom of this list, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins. Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico, KI5PMI.
Good morning, Jeff, everybody on the Brew. Yes, went canoeing one time, and that's the only time. The rest of the day, just a little work. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5PMI, back to net.
All right, Bill. Well, don't work too hard today and have yourself a great week ahead. We just had Dan check in by the text line, and we'll add to that. Come with your call sign, please, twice and slowly so Vicky can get you on the log.
KFA CWF. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot. Victor 3 Tango Golf November. Victor 3 Tango Golf November. Input Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Kilo X-ray Delta Mach Juliet. Vic X-ray Delta Mach Juliet.
Kilo 8, Sierra Foxtrot Zulu. Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Foxtrot Zulu, in and out.
This is Kilo 6 Lima November India, Whiskey 6 Illinois, Hayward, California.
Echo Bravo.
Good morning, and I will be in and out. K6 Illinois.
Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Alpha 4 Uniform Charlie. Alpha 4 Uniform Charlie, in and out.
Okay, looks like I've got the reflector. We'll go with this list right here. Starting from the bottom up, K6AAN, AA4UC, Glenn from Eustis, Florida. Glenn, you're in and out this morning. You're an IO. You have yourself a great week. We had a VA3 station. VA3, if you could clarify your call sign for us, please.
This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Romeo Yankee, VA3RY, mobile 897.
Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November. Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November.
Yep. Tim, we already have you in there, and Eduardo, VA3ERY, you're an IO this morning. Thanks for clarifying your call, and have a great week ahead. Let's move up the list. KC3FGD, N1WEB, K6LNI, Lancelot from Hayward, California. Early morning over there, Lancelot. You're an IO. Thanks for checking in. Don, KD8SFZ from Fraser, Michigan. You're an IO as well. Have a great week, Don. VK3DMJ, VE3TGN, KF8CWF, and at the top of the list, we have KI5PVV. Dan in Humble, Texas. Dan, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? Over to you.
Good morning, everyone, on the morning brew. This is KI5PVV. Yeah, I have. I've had I've been fortunate to have been able to do both, kayaking and canoeing. A lot of fun, especially going down the river, or on a kayak, or hanging around and just pushing around on the lake, on the old canoe. But anyway, enjoy the outdoors, and everybody keep on smiling. This is KI5. Back to you.
All right, Dan. Anything that involves water, I'm in. They call me water rat around here. I was at the pool yesterday. I'll probably be at the pool today as well. I just love being around the water when it's hot outside. Have a great week. Let's go to Brian in Warren, Michigan. KF8CWF. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, the rest of the Brew crew. Yes, I have done some canoeing, not kayaking. I don't like my legs being restricted that much. Have a great day. KF8CWF, back to net control.
All right, Brian. Yeah, I understand. I'm 6'4". Packing myself into one of those is a chore. Have a great morning. Let's go up to Windsor, Ontario, Canada. VE3TGN. Tim, good morning.
Hey, good morning, net control. Vicky, there, thank you, it's Jeff. What's the name? Handles a small boat in North Bay, Ontario there with a 5 horsepower engine, and other than that, I really don't think I could any other way there. E3, EGN, and Windsor.
Well, Tim, we always enjoy hearing you in the morning up there in Canada. You have yourself a great week ahead, sir. Let's go to David. We're going to head over to Bairnsdale, Victoria, Australia. Dave, while this list was checking in, I asked my smart speaker how far you were. You're about a little over 9,000 miles from me here in Omaha. Would it be early morning there, very early morning over there? And it's winter time over there in Australia, I do believe. Good morning, Dave.
Victor Kilo 3, Delta Mike Juliet. Good evening. Good evening to you, Jeff, and everyone on the net tonight. Just thought I'd jump in. Been listening to you chat for a little while. I'm down in southeast Victoria, Australia, on the eastern seaboard there. The name of the place is Bairnsdale, and we're in winter now. It's 22:10 hours here on Monday evening. It's been around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and we've had high winds and things down here. In regards to the canoeing and kayaking, I have done the canoeing, never done the kayaking, but not overly fond of the water, but I'll give anything a crack once. Back to you, net control, from Victor Kilo 3, Delta Mike Juliet.
Well, all right. Well, thank you, Dave, and good evening to you, and good morning from us here at the ECR and the Morning Brew. Have a great evening. Let's go to Webb, Collierville, Tennessee, N1 WEB.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, Vicki. You can put me down as a yes. We had a canoe for many, many years, and I sold it during the pandemic. I got more than I paid for the thing. It was great. Good question. N1 WEB.
All right, Webb. Have yourself a great week, sir. Thanks for checking in with us this morning. Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, KC3FGD.
Hey, good morning, Jeff, Vicki, everyone on the Brew. The answer is yes. It's been years. Did some canoeing on some lazy rivers in New Jersey and upstate New York, where we used to live. And just a little side note, the fellow, anybody that's familiar with Mad River Canoes, the gentleman that started that business and built those canoes is living here right in our village now in Elizabethtown, PA. I mean, he's up there in age, and but still alive and kicking. So just a little side note there. All right, it's going to be thunder showers today, so I'm going up to our wood shop and play around up there. Everyone have a great day. Back to net control.
Very cool. Well, enjoy it and have yourself a great week ahead, sir. End of this list, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins. And by the way, the text line is 716-317-9050. I'll say it again, and I always miss it on when people say it the first time. It's 716-317-9050. Simply just put that in your phone. Put your call sign in is all you put in. It won't recognize anything else. Just put in your call, and Vicki will get you on the log. Speaking of the text line, let's go with Mike at the end of this list, heading over to California, Valley Springs, California, K6AAN. Good morning, Mike.
Well, good morning, Jeff and Vicki and everybody on the Brew crew. That's affirmative on both canoeing and kayaking. It was a long time ago. I did both, and boy, I enjoyed it. That's a lot of fun. We got some really nice lakes and white water up in the mountains. That's pretty exciting. Could sure use some of that Australia weather around here. Boy, it's 108 yesterday. Awful hot. So more of the same today, I'm afraid. Everybody have a great week there. This is K6AAN. Back to you, Jeff.
Well, Mike, stay cool is the rule, and you have yourself a great week ahead. That rounds out this list. We're ready for another round of check-ins. Try and do it orderly for Vicki, Miss Vicki, for this morning, twice and slowly.
Hello, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KU4, ORK Mobile.
0 NCV, still in Rockville.
Oscar, Kilo, Echo 2, Bravo, Delta, Oscar, in and out.
9 Hotel India Foxtrot. In and out. No, I've never done any of that kayaking. That's another whole story. Whiskey 9 Hotel India Foxtrot, Athens.
N0TIS, N0TIS, in and out.
W2KJV, W2KJVS.
KB2QBQ, KB2QBQ, in and out.
Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Echolink Mobile, in and out, good morning.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie.
W8RJ
Juliet
Mobile P8 Romeo Juliet Delta
Bravo,
Mobile Miami Rochester
Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo, in and out, thank you.
Okay, we'll go with this list. We're going to knock out the IOs this morning and get them on their way. Starting from the bottom of the list here, moving up. KJ5DXB, Frank from Sugarland, Texas. You were an IO this morning. Have a great week. W8RJD, Ryan from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Ryan, you're an IO as well, and have a great week ahead. Paul, KD5CPT, an IO this morning as well from Baton Rouge. You have yourself a great week. Mary, KB2QBQ from Homosassa, Florida. Mary, have a great week ahead. N0TIS, Otis. Otis, you're an IO. I hope you have a great week, and thanks for checking in. Leland, W9HIF, an IO as well from Athens, Georgia. Have a great week, and thanks for checking in. Richard, KE2BDO from Schuyler Falls, New York. You have a great week, Richard. You're an IO as well. And that knocks out the IOs. Let's get to the list. KK7ZSH, WD8PIC, W2KJV, WA2WWK, KE0NCV, and at the top of the list, Barry from Apopka, Florida, KQ4ORK. Barry, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? Good morning, Barry.
Good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the crew this morning. Happy Monday. Glad to have woken up today. Yes, I do kayak and canoe quite extensively. I live right down the road from the famous Wekiva River here in Central Florida. Great little river to go kayaking and canoeing. Hope everybody has a great week. Back to net control, 73 KQ4 ORK in the mobile.
All right, Barry, we'll somehow hook up a waterproof camera and stream it in the Zoom room in the morning for us next time you do that. Have a great morning. Let's go to Phil in Rockville, Minnesota. KE0NCV. Phil, good morning. Or is that O? I always get those backwards.
I have never been in a kayak, and I can count on one hand how many times I've been in a canoe. Not too often. We'll send it back over to net control. Thank you for letting me in.
All right, Phil, we appreciate you checking in with us this morning. Let's go to Ron in Amherst, New York, WA2WWK by the text line.
Whiskey L2, Whiskey Kilowatt. I guess I have been in a canoe. I never owned one. I've had friends, and we kind of putzed around here and there. A kayak, no. But it does look like a lot of fun. And who knows, maybe that's the next thing on my bucket list. WWK.
All right, Ron. Have a great week ahead, sir. Let's go to one of our network facilitators, Tony in Homosassa, Florida. W2KJV. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, everyone on the Morning Brew. Tony here in Homosassa, Florida. 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 88% humidity. It's a negative. I've never been on a kayak or canoe. Hope everyone has a great day and a great week coming up. W2KJV, back to you, Jeff.
Tony, thank you, sir, and have yourself a great week down there in Florida. Let's go to Bob in Sylvania, Ohio, WD8PIC.
Good morning, WD8PIC, and the IRLP 2-meter repeater, WJ80, is off the air. I don't know if it's equipment or interference, but just letting the network know. No, I have never done either. I haven't done either one. I've been on a ferry boat, you know, where you can put cars going across Lake Erie, but that's the extent of my boating. That's the extent of my boating career. As far as being transported across the water. So, back to net control. Everyone have a great rest of the day. And as I recline here and have my feet up because of fluid in the legs. Back to net, which I'm enjoying. WD8PIC, Sylvania, Ohio.
All right, Bob. Well, hopefully get better there and have a great week ahead, sir. Let's go to Jason in Milwaukee, Oregon, KK7ZSH. Jason, we're going to call you lucky number 100 today. Check in. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff. Thanks for doing that. Good morning, Vicki. Thank you for logging. Good morning to everybody else. Everybody's having a great morning. Yeah, the wife and I actually own kayaks, and we tend to do that a couple, 3 times a year at a local river around here. It's a lot of fun. I actually have a pedal kayak. For those of you who have no idea what that is, I sit down in my kayak and pedal it like a bike. It's got a little propeller down underneath that I pedal like a bike up on top. It's kind of cool. People look at me kind of funny coming across the river. It's like I have no paddle in my hands. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, everybody 73, have a great day. KKH.
That's very cool. I've seen the paddle boats where you put 2 people in them, and but I've never seen a paddle kayak, I think you said. That's pretty cool. Sounds like fun. Have a great week. Let's go to Greg in Quarryville, Pennsylvania, KB3ERY. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Becky, everyone on the crew. Sorry for the late the delay there. Couldn't get to the button fast enough. This is KB3EYR, Greg in Quarryville. Yes, to the question, I used to do some canoeing with my brother, going back quite a few years, and seriously been considering getting into kayaking here as of late. So, good question this morning. Back to net control.
All right. Thank you, sir, for checking in with us this morning. Let's go to the Godfather, Dick. Good morning, Dick. WB2JPQ.
Good morning, Jeff and Vicki and Bill, everybody. Yes, I have. I have done both many years ago, but put me down for yes. Have a good day, everybody. It's WB2JPQ.
All right, thanks, Dick. Oh, I had it. Good. Have a good morning, Dick, and everyone. Check in with Dick tomorrow on the TechNet, of course, at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Let's go to Steve in Ogdensburg, New York. WV2Z.
Steve, did we get that right? I think we did. WV2Z. Steve, good morning. Trying one more time. We'll put Steve as an IO this morning. Have a great week, Steve. Let's go to Chuck in Lancaster, New York, W2EM. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, Dick, and the rest of the Brew crew here. Yes, I've been in both. I still have a blow-up kayak that I haven't used in a couple of years. I should break that out one of these days. They're all a lot of fun. Back to net, W2EM.
All right, Chuck, thanks for rounding out that list for us. Again, the text line, folks, is 716-317-9050. 716-317-9050. And just put your call in your phone. Vicky will get you on the log. We're ready for a good old-fashioned round of check-ins via the radio or any other modes. Please come twice and slowly.
Victor Kilo 2.
VK5 CFW, Kilo 5 Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey out of Port Pirie, South Australia, in and out.
X-ray 2, Delta X-ray. Whiskey X-ray 2, Delta X-ray.
Kilo 2 Delta 4 Hotel Echo Foxtrot, KQ4 HEF, in and out. Kilo 5 here, golf. Kilo 5 here, golf mobile.
KB2 IWM, KB2 IWM.
KF8 DJQ, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Juliet, Quebec.
One more time, just to see if I got in. K2IV, Kilo 2 India Victor Mobile, good morning.
Delta 5 Echo Whiskey Foxtrot, Kilo Delta 5 Echo Whiskey Foxtrot.
Okay, always like to put a little pause in there, make sure I don't miss anybody. Got a good list going here. Let's start from the bottom up. KD5EWF. K2IV. Kevin, looks like you may be mobile. We're going to go to you first here. KF8DJQ. KD2IWN. KQ4HEF. Keith from Thompson, Georgia. Keith, you were in IO this morning. Have a great week and thanks for checking in. WX2DX. VK5CWF. Carl, over there in Australia, long ways away, you were in IO as well. Have a great evening. VK2DY, KY4NB, and at the top of the list is KQ8U. But we're going to go to Kevin in Syracuse, New York first. He might be mobile. K2IV. Kevin, good morning. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? Over to you.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew this morning. Yes to both. As many know, I think I married into a family that has a small cottage on a lake about 10 miles north of Syracuse, and we got more water toys than you can shake a stick at. And I had the opportunity a bunch of years ago when my oldest son was in Boy Scouts, and we canoed 60 miles along the Racket River in the Adirondack Mountains. That was a cool week. Anyway, so that's a long answer to a quick question. Fight traffic here. Everybody have a great day from K2IV Mobile.
Wow, Kevin, I bet that was a cool experience, 60 miles. I envy you there. That sounds like a lot of fun. Have a great week. We also, while Kevin was speaking there, we had Donnie, Carlos, and Milton check in by the text line. Let's go to the top of this list to Bob in Ecorse, Michigan. KQ8U. Good morning, Bob.
Morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I've never been kayaking, but I've been canoeing many years ago up in the Sable River. But of all things, my little town here, they got a kayak launch on the Ecorse Creek, which is nothing more than a sewer, and they just put one on the Detroit River. I don't know why anybody would want to kayak on a Detroit River, especially days when there's white caps out there. But anyway, everybody have a good day. KQ8U, best net.
All right, Bob. Yeah, I could only imagine how being on rough water like that in a kayak, let alone a boat. I did it in a boat, but a kayak, that'd be something. Have a great day. Scott in Memphis, Tennessee, KY4NB. Scott, are you still with us this morning? We'll put Scott in his in and out this morning. He can check in again if he comes around. Let's go to Robert in Kellyville Ridge, over the Big Water, VK2DY. Robert, good evening over there, I believe.
I guess it would be evening. Good evening, it's Robert, VK2DY. It's 10:32 p.m. Here Monday evening. Well, when I was a teenager and into my 20s, we had friends that had a cottage on the lake, and so I did a fair amount of canoeing then. That's about 50 years ago now, but yes, never did kayaking though, but I did do canoeing. VK2DY, back to that.
All right, Robert, thanks for checking in your late evening over there at the other end of the world. Have a great night. Let's go to Bill in Port Matilda, Pennsylvania, WX2DX.
This is Bill. Can't say I've ever been kayaking, but I've definitely been canoeing, mostly of the upper Delaware River between Hankins and Berryville, New York. Back to that, WX2DX.
Bill, thanks for checking in this morning. Have a great week. Tim in Hamburg, New York, KD2IWN. Tim, good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew crew. Working hard already this morning. Yeah, I've done both, but mostly canoeing. My mother-in-law owns a cottage way up in Canada, off of Georgian Bay, and we are on a small lake that connects to another lake. And we canoe down to the end of the lake, and there's a channel that goes to the other lake. And that is a very fun part of it, to see all the wildlife, beavers and turtles and all that, kind of sitting around in the channel as we go to the other side to do our walleye fishing. So, yes, I've done both, but canoed more. Many years. 73, everybody have a great day. 82 IW.
Don't forget the life jacket. Tim, have a great morning. Let's go to Kevin in Bowling Green, Ohio, KF8DJQ.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Vicki. Yes, I did go kayaking about 47 years ago. And fortunately for me, a friend of mine come by in his motorboat and took me back to the dock. And that was the end of my kayaking career. KF8DJQ, back to net.
Well, sounds like it all ended on a positive there, Kevin. Have yourself a great week.
Let's go to Dane in Tomball, Texas, KD5EWS.
Morning, everyone. This is KD5EWS, Dane in Tomball, Texas, and yes, I have been canoeing. No, I have not been kayaking. I went canoeing once when I was a teenager. A buddy of mine took me out to the lake out by his house, and I don't know what possessed us to do it in the middle of the winter time, but we sure felt it when the canoe tipped over and we went into the lake. Boy, that was some kind of cold. It was in the middle of dead middle of winter. And I think that was the first and last time I've ever been canoeing. But I still have yet to go kayaking. But one of these days I'll try it. Anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you for getting me aboard. We'll see you all later. KD5EWS, back to bed.
All right, Dane. Have a great one in Texas today. Let's go to Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, KM4CTB.
Well, good morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach. And we've been canoeing before, but I've never felt confident enough to get into one of those kayaks thinking I'd have to be surgically removed from it. And the last time we canoed, we were in a 17-foot canoe and had a 12-foot gator slide down off the marsh down beside us. I don't think we've been in a canoe since. Thanks for doing the net, Al. KM4CTB, back to net.
All right, Donnie, and it's not Al, it's Jeff this morning on Mondays and Fridays. A gator, yeah, I tell you, one dinosaur that kind of slipped through the cracks and made it, to this day. Have a great day. Let's go to Carlos, one of our flyboy in Hollywood, Florida, N1CBM. Good morning, Maverick.
Morning, Goose. I'm moved here through one of the local repeaters. I hope I make it okay. Vicky, everybody else always present here in this fineness. Great Monday. Looks right now. Kayaking, and I have been canoeing also. Both of them. The funniest time of kayaking was out in a river in the jungles in South America. I didn't see anything, but there's a lot of critters, swimming under the water trying to make you a lunch. Back to you, Jeff. I hope everyone has a great weekend once again.
All right, Carlos, fly the friendly skies safely this week. Let's go to Milton, heading over to Puerto Rico, WP4VW. Good morning, Milton.
Yeah, mi amigo, to you and everybody listening. Thank you for everybody who handles this task of doing this net every day, including Vicky, who is getting all the call signs straight up. I have done both kayaking and canoeing. And with that said, back to you, Net Control, live from Houston Bush Airport. Back to you, leg control, WP4VW, 73.
All right, Milton, have a good one over there in Puerto Rico. We couldn't do it without Vicky. We really couldn't. Let's go to Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ. Frank, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, and anybody listening to the Brew. No, never kayaked, never canoed, but I can row a boat, canoe. Hi. Anyhow, everybody have a great day. I'll say 7-3, do something fun. Talk to you tomorrow. Take care. KC2JPQ.
All right, Frank, and you do the same. In the Zoom room, we have Roger, KO4QMM.
He's on his bike streaming in the Zoom room on his bike ride this morning. He gave us a wave. He's listening. Roger, have a great morning out there on your bike ride. Let's go to Doug in Homosassa, Florida, WA8CLG.
This is WA8CLG. Very good morning, everybody. And yes, I've been canoeing. I hate to think how many years ago it's been, but one of those things that you can dig out of your deep memory. I still remember doing it. A lot of fun. But that's the way it goes, I guess. And my little project for today is to see if I can get my ham license renewed. I started the process on Friday, but late Friday afternoon, and they said 3 to 24 hours I'll receive an email. Well, I'm still waiting, so can't count the weekend. Everybody have a good one. WA8CLG, back to you, Jeff.
Well, Doug, have yourself a great weekend, or week ahead, sir, and be safe out there. End of this list, let's go to Florin in Conroe, Texas, K5YNU.
Morning, Jeff, Vicky, and everyone on the Brew crew. I've never been kayaking, so hopefully one day. Back to the net control, everyone. Have a blessed week ahead and make some great memories. K5YNU, back to the net control.
I agree. We live once, as far as I know, or as far as we know. Yeah. Have a great week. We're ready for another round of check-ins. The text line, very briefly, is 716-317-9050. Just put your call in your phone. Vicky will get you on the log. Let's go for another round of check-ins. Twice and slowly, please.
Kilo India 5, Foxtrot Uniform Yankee, mobile.
November 8, Mike Juliet, November 8, Mike Juliet, November, mobile.
Delta Whiskey 3, Hotel Lima, India.
KJ5JOM, KJ5JOM, in and out.
Air equipment. 205, air equipment, leader.
Charlie Kilo, stand by.
W9 Sierra Alpha Mike, W9 SAM in and out.
Kilo Yankee 4, November Bravo, KY4ND, Scott Memphis.
Okay, little pause there. Let's go up this list. K4PJM, KY4NB, W9SAM, Sam from Union, Ohio. Sam, you're in IO this morning. Have yourself a great week, and thanks for checking in. K5SQL, KJ5JOM, Bob in Terrell, Texas. You were in IO. Have a great week. DW3HLI. And we had two mobiles at the top of the list, and we'll do them right away since they're mobile. N8MJN, and at the top of the list, mobile, KI5FUY. Richard in the Woodlands, Texas. Richard, good morning. Question of the day is, have you ever been canoeing or kayaking?
Good morning, this is KI5FUY. Good morning, everyone on the crew. Yeah, I grew up canoeing. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a town in Ohio that had the Tuscarawas River and a series of portage lakes. So did hundreds of miles of canoeing And of course, as I got older and came to Texas, also did a lot of canoeing with my son and had great memories, as others have said. Nothing further, back to the net. Out.
Making great memories. Richard, have a great week. Our other mobile station, Marson in Sterling Heights, Michigan, NAMJN. Good morning, Marson.
Hey, good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and everybody on the Morning Brew. Yes, I've done both. Actually, when we were just out of high school, we went up to Escoda, Michigan, and there was a canoe rental there, and it was like a 2-mile trip down the river. Was like $20, and for an extra $5 you could do 4 miles. Well, we opted for the 4, and after 2 miles we got to what we thought was the end, was only the halfway point, and we already couldn't feel our arms. So miserable experience, kind of funny though. And with that, I'll send it back to the control. Everybody have a great week. 73 and 8M Jan.
All right, Marson, chalk it up for a learning experience. Have a great week. Let's go to Henry, DW3HLI. Henry, over to you.
QSL, this is Delta Whiskey 3, Hotel Lima, India. My name is Henry. I'm transmitting from the Philippines. Good morning and good evening from the Philippines. It's it. Back to you, control.
I'm not sure if we got the answer to your question there real quick, Henry. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking?
No, I've never been to kayaking or canoe. Back to you, control.
All right, Henry, thanks for answering our question. Over here, it's the morning, yes, and have a good one over there in the Philippines. Let's go to Stephen in Mabane, North Carolina, K5SQL.
Well, good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Vicky. Yes, to canoeing, no to kayaking. 80 degrees here. Spring, looking at more rain, which we definitely do not need after. But take it as it comes, and happy to wake up alive every morning. Everybody have a great day. K5SQL, clear.
All right, Stephen, I had the ID there real quick. You have a great morning. Let's head to Scott, Memphis, Tennessee, KY4NB.
Well, hi there, Jeff. Everybody on the Brew crew, and Brother Randall, if he's still listening there at work. KY4NB, Land Elvis and barbecues. Yeah, canoeing, not kayaking that I recall, but canoeing in my younger days. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks to everybody. Miss Vicky behind the scenes. Happy Monday, all. KY4NB, back to net.
All right, Scott, have a great morning. We had Perry, Rex, Jim, and Judith chime in by the text line while we were doing that list. Let's add to that a little bit here. We have about 10 minutes left, 9 minutes. Please come twice and slowly.
Here is Kilo 2, Echo, Papa, Mike. Ed in Wantaw, Long Island, New York. Again, that's K2EPM. And no, I have not been canoeing or kayaking. Back to net.
For Kilo Hotel Zulu, N4 kilohertz. I'll be in and out.
Quebec 4 Sierra Romeo November 4S and in and out.
Kilo 1 Mike Charlie Oscar K1 MCO. In and out. Good morning. VVH, Kilo Delta 2, Z Victor Hotel, Jeff from East Williston, in and out. Thank you for having the net.
Okay, let's go with this list here. We'll take care of the IOs right now. KD2ZVH Jeff, who just checked in from East Williston, New York. You were an IO. Jeff, thanks for checking in. Jay in Orlando, Florida. You were an IO this morning. Have a great day in Florida there, Jay. N4KHZ, John in Rochester, New York. John, thanks for checking in this morning. Ed in Bethpage, New York. K2EPM was an IO this morning. Ed, thanks for checking in. Let's move up the list. KQ4SRN, KC8RTM, KD3ATQ, KJ4LXJ, K4PJM, and yeah, you're at the top of the list. K4PJM, Perry from Leesburg, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff and Vicky and everybody with the Brew crew. Yeah, we've been mostly kayaking. We kind of enjoyed it in the lakes up north. Haven't really done much down here in Florida. With those little alligators around sometimes, we were a little hesitant. But we'll try it someday, I think, at the right place. It's K4, PJM, back to net. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah, one dinosaur I don't want to mess with. Perry, have a great morning. Let's go to Rex in Crystal River, Florida. KJ4LXJ.
Well, good morning to you and the Brew crew. I have not been kayaking, but I have been canoeing several times. I've got a rack full of kayaks in the backyard that my friend stores here, so I guess I'm going to have to try a kayak. KJ4LXJ, back to the net.
Well, new experiences are always good. Keeps us on our toes. Have a great morning, Rex. Let's go to Jim in Easton, Pennsylvania, KD3ATQ.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the Brew crew. I've been canoeing, not kayaking, but yes to canoeing. Back to net control, KD3ATQ.
Jim, we've got you down for yes. Have a great morning. Let's go to KC8RTM. Is it Judith? Do we have that right? In Eaton, Ohio, a new check-in. Good morning. We'll try that one more time, or a call sign that might have sounded like KC8RTM. Are you still with us? Well, nothing heard on that one. We'll put Judith, KC8RTM, as an in and out this morning. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to Sean in Leesburg, Florida, KQ4SRN.
Good morning to the Brew crew. No, I have never been kayaking. It's on my bucket list. Sounds like fun, looks like... Can't wait to try it. Have a great day, everybody. Back to next roll.
Okay, sir. Thank you for checking in this morning. Okay, I think we've got a Bill corrected the call on the log for us. Is it KC8FMT, Richard in Grand Rapids, Michigan? Let's try that. Richard, are you with us this morning? Going once, going twice, KC8FMT, Richard, good morning. Little extra pause there for Richard. Richard, have a great morning. We'll put you in as an in and out. We have about 4 minutes left, so we'll go with all IOs if you want to get on the log on net number 1006 of the Morning Brew, and we can take maybe a couple of extra check-ins this morning, but let's go with IOs this morning. Let's go with, let's just do that. Ins and outs, get yourself on the log for the history books. Come twice and slowly, please.
Delta Uniform 8 Alpha Yankee Bravo. Delta Uniform 8 Alpha Yankee Bravo.
Hey, all Alpha Zero, Echo, Juliet 0, November, Echo Uniform.
KE2EM, Kilo Echo 2 Echo Mike. Victor 44 November Yankee Zulu, Victor 44 November Yankee Zulu.
Morning, KK4 MOW, Kilo 4, Micah Oscar Whiskey.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Romeo Papa Sierra, KF0, RPS.
Victor 44 November Yankee Zulu, Victor 44 November Yankee Zulu. Whiskey Go 4, Bravo India. Whiskey Go 4, Bravo India.
November 3, Victor Romeo Yankee. November 3, Victor Romeo Yankee.
Okay, always like to put a couple extra seconds in there and make sure we get everybody on the log this morning. These were all ins and outs this morning, as I called on the last round there. So I appreciate everybody checking in. Moving up the list, N3VRY, John, WG4BI, Frank. Looks like you two might be new to the system. Check us out at eastcoastreflector.com, and if you're current on QRZ, you'll get a welcome letter from us. KFORPS, Rick in Watkins, Colorado. Rick, thanks for checking in. KK4MOW, Joe in Orange City, Florida. Joe, have a great week. V44NYZ, Evan in St. Thomas. Beautiful area. Evan, thanks for checking in. KE2EM, Brian in Rochester, New York. Have a great week, Brian. KA2EEU, Scott in Spring, Texas. Scott, have a great morning. DU8AYB, Glenn in the Philippines, checking in and out with us this morning. Those were all IOs It's the top of the hour. Everybody have a great week ahead. That puts us at about 8, 9, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40, 147 check-ins this morning. So a great net. Everybody have a great week ahead. My name's Jeff, KE0GKF. On behalf of Bill and 2BH, Vicky,
KE8VKY, and Dick in the Zoom room, of course, with us this morning, WB2JPQ. Everyone have a great week ahead. 7-3.
Kilo 2, India Victor. K2IV Mobile, East Coast Reflector, good morning.
IV KB3SNM. Good morning, Kevin. Hope everything's well up north.
And a very good morning to you, Bob, from K2IV Mobile. Yeah, it's good to hear your voice. Yeah, life is good. Had a nice hot weekend and relaxed and did a few things. It's a little overcast here today, but just on my way home from a checkup with a doctor, and past that was glowing color, glowing great. So I'm good to go there. And now all I got to do is wrestle with a little road construction here, and then I'll be home. So no flying today. Overcast is a little low. But that's not to say. My wife volunteered me for some furniture moving this afternoon, so that'll put a dent in that as well. But definitely got to get on the calendar here and get out and do a little flying, Bob.
Little cooler temperatures up there, maybe. You've had some pretty warm weather for here, and our soil moisture is right at the peak. I tell you, it's 100%. I drove the rock down the other day, and I was down 4 feet, and it was super saturated still.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Although the street edge of my lawn is definitely brown, but I know why that is. When they built my neighborhood 40 years ago, they paved the roads first and then put the curbing in, and of course that edge of the grass is on top of that original pavement. So it just gets so hot with that sun this time of year, it dries the grass out. But 6 feet in, you're absolutely right. It's nice and moist. So anyway, I got a brown stripe along the front there by the edge of the road. But other than that, yeah, it was hot this weekend. My wife and I were up at her family's camp cottage just north of Syracuse, and she went swimming both days. Her standing routine is she really doesn't go on the lake anymore unless the outside temperature is over 90 and the lake temperature is above 80. And it was A grades on both counts. So we went swimming both days, and it was nice. Nice, easy weekend.
We were talking about that at the table here a couple of weeks ago. Back when my kids were young, we'd take a week every year to visit our parents. Her parents lived in Ticonderoga, and mine did in Glens Falls area. So we'd spend half the week at High and half the week at Glens Falls, and then head back. They were talking about it was after the 1st of July that we'd go, because you couldn't get in Lake George because of the temperatures until mid-July at least.
Yeah, as you know, I grew up in Schenectady, and right after I got out of college, my dad bought a 25-foot sailboat that he had on Lake George. He had it for several years up there, and we would go up and spend weekends sailing that. By then I'd moved to Syracuse and met a girl, but anyhow, we did a bunch of sailing with my father and my mom and dad, so I'm very familiar with Lake George. Great Sacandaga Lake, and we've talked about that in the past. This is the first I've heard you mention Ticonderoga, and that's funny because my dad had, I want to say, a grandmother and an uncle that lived up there when I was in high school, I think.
and they passed in that time frame, both of them. The uncle worked for the power company, and I can remember as a 8, 9, 10-year-old taking a ride from the Great Sacandaga Lake to Ticonderoga for a day visit with that side of my family, and didn't know them all that well, but it was just funny how that popped in my head as a connection.
That is really interesting. Bill Litzenmeyer was a lineman for now to Ticonderoga. He'd been there for about 25 years back in '63 when we were married. And he had worked at Paul Smith's electric company before that. So I'm sure he knew the people you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll bet you're right. And that would have been the time frame, 60, from the early to late 60s. I graduated high school in 1970, so by then I was often running into other things. But yeah, I'll bet that is. And I'm trying to remember the last name. It wasn't Manning, which was my grandmother's maiden name, but it was somewhere else in the family. And I'll have to go back and look at my ancestry chart, and I'll think of what my uncle's last name was, but it was, in any event, it wasn't Walsh, which is my last name. I believe it was somewhere else in the family. But there was a connection up there, and I remember the one day meeting all those people when we took the ride up there with my grandmother. And of course, the sequel to the story is a girl that I dated in college wound up graduating and became a teacher in Ticonderoga and retired as the elementary school principal. So connections up there are long-standing with me, Bob. Go ahead.
The connections with the family anymore are in Glens Falls and Vermontville and Paul Smith's. Nobody's left in Ticonderoga, but they're scattered around the rest of the countryside up there. Interesting question this morning. I didn't get back on, but heading that around that guide boat, did an awful lot of traveling around up there with that on my shoulders, going from pond to pond.
Oh yeah, I'll bet. It would have been a great place to grow up. As you know, I grew up more or less on the Great Sacandaga Lake. But we did Caroga Lake, we did Saratoga, we did all sorts of places. And I don't know if you heard my comment this morning on the Brew. It was almost 8:30 when I got on, but when my older son was in Scouts, the summer before his senior year, we did a canoe trip on the Racket River from, it ended at Racket Lake, but my point was it was 60 miles over the course of 5 days. And we had a blast. What a great trip that was. And we did a lot of portages between different spots to reconnect with the river, the Racket River. So you're absolutely right, man. There's a whole lot of fun stuff to do up there, and it's beautiful country.
Yes, and when you mentioned that this morning, the Racket River, I had to think back to Ernie Blanchard. Ernie Blanchard was director for the New York State Conservation Department camp that was on Racket Lake. The Durant and the dinner travels and all the things. We had a iron boat at the camp to transport the campers from the grocery store there on the dock up to the camp every week. That great big old steel boat or something else.
Yeah, I love that. That's pretty cool.
variation on a theme. Woman that I worked with in my second career, her family had they called it I forget what they called that, might have been iron pig, but anyhow, it was a big metal flat boat, and they wandered through the 1,000 islands collecting garbage off the different islands for all the camps and other residences up there. So that just popped in my head. But in any event, fun stuff. I'm about to get off here and go get gas. Been a busy week, and I've got a full day today. Hey, I'm glad you called. Thank you. And you have a good rest of your day. My best to you and your family. And look forward to chatting about the North Country another day. Take good care, Bob. KB3SNM, K2IV, 73.
Pause out and buy your gas. Have a good day. Be safe, Kevin. KB3SNM.
This is K9TJS, Tom from South Florida. The two guys were just talking about upstate New York. I think, Bob, you still on there?
Go ahead, thank you. KB3SNM.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in and say I love Lake George. I graduated from Gilderland in '79. I'm in South Florida now a long time. Love Lake George. Grew up in the whole Albany, Schenectady, Gilderland area.
Countryside, and the company my dad worked for had about 130,000 acres up there, and of course the whole darn thing. It was an amazing place to be.
Yeah, if I still lived up there, that'd be one of the few places I'd really like, is the whole Lake George area.
Oh, I cringe. I haven't been back for a year or two now. Age is catching up with me. But I cringe when I drive the roads. You drive up through Green Valley, and it's a parking lot, and it's just disheartening the travel that's there. Of course, everybody gets to see it, and that's great too. It just there's no more independent time up there.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't been up there in a while, but I did ride a motorcycle up there a lot, from Albany to Lake George up the Northway. I went to did Route 30 a lot around Sacandaga a few times, so I love the whole thing. But been down here for a while and no motorcycling now.
A lot safer to ride a motorcycle back then. Good to hear from you. You enjoy yourself down there. Stay tight to your air conditioning. You must be really warm. We're hot as jeepers up here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I've been in South Florida for a while, and I did spend some time in, my family was in Pennsylvania. I still have some there, so I've got some experience with that. And yeah, the summers are surprisingly warm. I think it really changes when you get from Albany north, and the summers are nice. But anyway, good talk to you. I'm going to be monitoring. Call sign to K9TJS. Name is Tom. Good talking to you.
Sharing some of your experiences up there. Great place. KB3 SNM. Be safe. Thanks for the call.
KB3SNM, KB3SNM, KC3FTD.
I mentioned that you're home out in the Great Sacandaga, Ray. How are you this morning?
Yeah, doing good, Bob. I was in the kitchen fixing some coffee, and my wife said, hey, somebody mentioned the Sacandaga. So, man, I had to jump on here quick because, as you know, I lived up there for 20-some years and probably had the property for 30-some years. So, back to you, Bob.
Our football coach had a camp on Sacandaga Lake, and he had a speedboat. We win a game, he'd take us to the camp, and we'd water ski behind his ski boat. That's the only place I ever water skied, that Lake George.
Well, I bet you that brings back some great memories. The ham you were speaking to there, what, was he from that area, or did he have experience up there? I missed that conversation.
The folks I was just talking to came from the greater Albany area and were vacationing up that way during their youth.
Yeah, the lake is certainly a big vacation area, that's for sure. In fact, where I lived, right on the lake, Bunker Hill Road, 500 Bunker Hill Road to be exact. If you look it up on 500 Bunker Hill Road, you'll see my home there. Yeah, there's a lot of summertime people around me there, so in the wintertime, there weren't very many people actually living on my road there. Oh, yeah, great memories, great place. Of course, now I'm down here in the Masonic Village enjoying myself just as much, keeping probably busier than I was when I was up there actually working. So a lot going on here. Hey, by the way, talking heavy storms again today, make it difficult for me to get in my gardens and weeding, but you getting any rain over your area?
I'll put it this way. I asked my granddaughter this morning if she had webbed toes.
Yeah, I certainly hear you. It's unbelievable. First we had the heat, then I had so much rain. In fact, the other day I finally caught up on weeding my tomatoes because I have about 20 tomatoes, various varieties of tomato plants there, and they were getting bad with weeds. So I finally got that done. But now I got to go in with the, we have a couple of battery-operated trimmers. I got to knock down the weeds in between that really are in the walk path, so not a big problem. But I don't want those to get out of hand. So luckily, and yesterday I dug a lot of my potatoes. I grow Kennebecs, Northern Reds, and Yukon Golds, and a few Lehighs in there. I don't know if you have ever had Lehigh potatoes, but a big deal around here, Lehigh potatoes. Back to you, Bob.
I remember the names of the potatoes, but my Uncle Johnny had a farm at Wilton, and that was all potatoes every year, and I'd help him plant it. We had that, cut the potatoes, get the 2 eyes on them, and stick them in the potato planter and walk down the row and had the kicker thing on it. You'd shove it in the ground and take the kicker, and you'd have a potato, step on it, and go on to the next one. It was interesting. Just don't remember the brands of potatoes that he used.
Yeah, I think most of them stayed stayed standard over the years. When I lived down New Jersey, Freehold, which was about 20 minutes away from us,
big potato producing area. In fact, they got just fields, acres and acres of potatoes they grew there. Now it's probably all housing developments, unfortunately. So I enjoyed growing them, and I had a really good crop again this year. Great. Going back about 5 or 6 years ago, we had those Colorado potato beetles were so bad on them, we stopped growing them and waited 3 or 4 years and started growing them again last year. And hey, no, not a beetle in sight, so that was a real plus. And I just sat down here with a second cup of coffee, so I'm enjoying the conversation. Back to you, Bob.
Here for you, Ray. It was amazing, a couple of the thoughts that came up this morning. You have a great rest of your day. Don't let the weeds get too far. Mine had got to the point where when I walk up beside the flower bed, these doggone things wrap around my ankles before I get by. Have a good day. AB3 S&M. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, you too, Bob. Have a great day and great week if I don't speak to you in the future here. KC3 FGD, glad to be on this side.